Hi, everyone. This is Jackie Cooper with the Blockchain Legal Institute, and it's been, I want to say, a little bit since
A
we've been
minute.
live.
Yes.
So there's been so much going on. I know, Patrina, you're going to catch everyone up on your
Mhm.
side, but my co-founder, Matt Rogers, and I, we actually were in DC together last week, and there was a major conference that the GBA, the Government Blockchain Association, hosted, and it was phenomenal. It was 2 days of events. We had international visitors. Some of the individuals who actually attended, everyone who has been watching our global summits, they can. I actually met Enrique and Alex and so many others, including the president of Liberland, or I should say Liberland, because again, I think I'm mispronouncing it. And we actually have an agreement with the president. So we're going to be Blockchain Legal Institute is going to be doing some research for them, as well as some tech, which is really exciting. So more news on that will come. And then I don't know where we've been. It feels like we've been all over the place, but
You have.
yeah, yeah. And we're coming up to consensus
Yes.
in 2 weeks. I'm really excited about that. A lot of great, not so much receptions, but side meetings and
Mhm.
events that I'll be, along with Matt and our team, will be networking at. And with your help, the Maryland Blockchain Association has been kicked.
Woo-hoo.
We
Yes.
actually have, members are starting to come on board, which I'm really excited about. The website looks phenomenal, thanks to our team, and um, you know, it's amazing the network of people who exist within Maryland. As I started to make calls today, in fact, the reason why I was late to our live was because I had an accounting firm call that they do cryptocurrency accounting. So
Oh.
yeah, so it's there's all these different niches, and then I talked to another company that's in the AI field. So it's and I talked to law firms that are, everyone knows I'm a lawyer, but I'm doing non-traditional law. But I talked to some law firms that are actually in the blockchain space, and are going to be coming on board. And then for those that are listening to, we have created a meetup group in for the Maryland Blockchain Association. And our first virtual event, we're going to be doing a lot of virtual events, will be on the 20th of May. So if you're in meetup, go and join the Maryland Blockchain Association's, link, and visit with us. We're going to be talking about our community, and as the meetups happen, we'll end up inviting different people who can provide background information. But right, this first one is really about just kind of seeing what everyone's needs are. But I do not want to do all the talking today. So I'm going to let you talk about the nonprofit side, of which you are guiding the Blockchain Legal Institute Foundation as well. And tomorrow we have a massive meeting between us to kind of focus on grants and all these other needed things to kind of grow support. So go. I'm going to let you talk about nonprofits and AI.
So it's been a phenomenal, I guess, like, 2, 3 weeks. So I've done some speaking in the field. So for those of y'all who may not know, I'm actually a grant professional certified, GPC, which means I'm part of the less than 500 global GPCs around the world. So my focus really is grant writing, but also what we call grant readiness. And so if you do not have a foundation to really, really seek funding, and that foundation is not just how you write, it's about the organization itself. So we're going to be spending time on that tomorrow, helping to put in some of that infrastructure for the Maryland Blockchain Association. Because if you don't do that groundwork, it doesn't matter what kind of grant I write you, a funder is going to be able to see it a mile away, and you won't be able to get any funding. So we're going to start that process tomorrow for MBA. I'm really excited, looking forward to it. It's called the SAM.gov. We're going to set up their SAM, which is the System for Award Management. If you're looking for contracts, if you're looking whether that's at the federal level or the state level or the local level, you have to be registered there. And it's a process. If you've caught any of my lives on my page on Facebook, you hear me say all the time, pack your patience. So I've already warned Jackie, tomorrow, pack your patience. But the good thing about it is that I have done so many of these now that I can almost anticipate where I see the glitch. Wherever we have a glitch and we get stopped, I can anticipate it and now say, okay, here's what we're going to do to work around it. So I just did one last night. It went so smooth. I was like, oh my gosh. And that was a client who had not signed up, or I'm sorry, not registered for his SAM in 16 years when we did it 2 years ago, because he didn't realize he had to do it every year. So,
oh, really? Every year?
Every year, yes.
Oh,
so yes, so once you start, you can't stop. So those are just a couple of the little things that, as a nonprofit and for-profit, because as a for-profit business owner, my company is registered on SAM. I'm not just the president, I'm a client too, right? So those are the things that are so important, that if you're really interested in learning more, join me on June 29th. I'm going to do an overview of grant writing. I'm going to also include using AI for those organizations who are smaller, who can't necessarily afford to pay a grant writer, but you have some great tools and resources out there that you can use to help build your foundation and leverage it. So,
including our book.
Including our book, Fundraising with Digital Assets, absolutely, because we will talk about that as well. But fundraising, grant writing go hand in hand. They are kind of two different areas, but both of them are extremely important in this. So you know what? Come join me as we talk about how you can leverage funding for your nonprofit on both sides.
Now, the other thing that I'm going to, and I definitely think everyone should be registering for that event, and we'll also be promoting that out here. The other thing that I do want to also suggest to nonprofits who are listening, you also need to get these other books that, Patrina and I are involved with, this digital asset organizer for attorneys and consumers. It's because if you are going to accept a donation from someone who wants to help your charity, they also need to know how to organize their digital assets, so their family knows that they've given that information to you, that you're about to receive, whether it's an NFT or crypto or whatever the digital asset is. Because if they don't tell their family, then there could be a little bit of a tug of war there. So, again, it's all about communication and preparation, just like you said.
Absolutely.
Pack your patience and prepare.
Yes. So when you come tomorrow, pack your patience. We're going to walk through it. And I'm hoping that we only have to do one session, but let's be real. For a couple of clients this year, I've done multiple sessions. One, it took us 4 attempts to get everything straightened out with his organization.
Okay, well, I'm hoping, and I will not bring a bottle of wine, but I'm hoping that we will be able to do it.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, exactly right. So I just want to briefly mention to everyone, since, over my shoulder over there is about the cruise. So if you've ever dreamed about speaking on a cruise, and if you're involved with crypto, blockchain, DeFi, this is the time to register and to take a fun trip at the same time that you can be on a panel and have your content viewed by 15 million viewers after the cruise, because we're going to be recording it and it will be streamed to 15 million families. So this is a great way to both educate our community as well as to market what it is that you do. No shame on the plug, because of the fact that everyone is in a service or business, and we're also about education. So definitely reach out to myself. Now, Patrina, you're involved with some other projects that are coming up. So what else would you like to share?
So we are wrapping up our spring bootcamp session, but we're only taking a minor break because we will come right back in July and start again. And so that's a great place where I was talking about that grant readiness for you to come in and really get 8 good grounded sessions about how to make sure your nonprofit is ready for you going out to seek funding. And so that is going to be up on the website. Oh, I have a new website.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to take a look at it. I'll also link it here.
Yes, it's been a few months coming, but it is live. It's live. The technical glitches aside, my web designer did an awesome job on it. So I'm really proud of the work that she did. And so a lot of these things that we're talking about will be going up on the website. It should hopefully be up before the end of this weekend. But the other thing that we're doing, in addition to the boot camp, is we are also starting a resale shop, because nonprofits and for-profits need ways to raise revenue, multiple revenue streams. So I have 2 great speakers. As the kids say, both of them have the receipts to show and tell what they do and how they have made money using this as a revenue generating business. So that is on June 22nd. And the tickets on that one go live in the morning. So early bird tickets, come on in and get them. Otherwise, you after Labor Day, Memorial Day, you'll just have to pay regular price, but come join us anyway. So those are just a couple of things. And then the grant writing workshop on the 29th. So it's been busy. But, nobody's complaining about being busy, right? When you're a business owner. So
no, not at all. Not at all. So I know that I'm in the process of writing the Bitcoin Cinderella and the Pink Sands Treasure Bermuda book. I have told myself, now whether or not this happens, I'll be gentle on myself if it doesn't, but I'm really pushing, because I had told the Premier of Bermuda that the next time I see him, I would be giving him the book, and he's going to be a consensus. So I am using that as my deadline. So yeah, so I'll be writing this weekend and next weekend and the weekend after. And as long as Samantha, the Bitcoin Cinderella, speaks to me, then I will be the typewriter. And it's not going to be AI generated, guys. This is legit through my brain.
Oh my goodness. And you know what? That really is one of the issues that we're really facing in this space. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing it everywhere, not just in grant writing, but just in general, marketing, communications. A lot of it is being generated by AI. And so, that's part of the reason why I'm teaching about how to use it as a tool, but put your own voice on it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think we're all going to be reading everybody's writing is all going to be the same soon. Interestingly enough, you and I demoed it earlier this year, and actually saw that it does speak to the person who's using the tool. So there is that, but I have to acknowledge that when I do use it, usually when I'm having a writer's block, it uses a whole lot of words that I probably wouldn't necessarily use. So, there's some, and I use some large words. I have to acknowledge that, but it uses even some larger ones. And I'm like, I don't think my client would say it quite that way. Let's rewrite that.
Yeah. No, and it has to be personalized for sure.
It does.
So this next week, I know that in Maryland, there's Election Day, and there's actually a number of conferences that are happening. DC Blockchain, I think DC ETH, Digital, the Chamber is having, an event. So it's going to be a busy week. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hop down to DC. I'm going to try. Okay. So we might have some new information next Friday, but right. I know that, we also have the Global Summit in October that I will drop the link down here. That's free, and that's about sustainability issues and what's going on around the world. So that's going to be a very interesting event. And the other thing that we're looking, so there's a lot of virtual free events. And then we're also looking at doing a side event at the Bitcoin conference in Nashville. So, stay tuned for that side event announcement. If I haven't already kind of teased it out, it is in Meetup, but or Eventbrite. But again, we're still working on getting sponsors, so I'm going to hold off on sharing that until we have some of our named sponsors. So we're almost at the 15-minute mark, and we had promised. Amazing. Any last minute thoughts before we sign off?
No, it's just, you know what, y'all have an amazing weekend. So many things to do. We're looking forward to seeing you all at many of them.
Yep. And I know that the markets are going up and down, and we'll, be talking about various things within the community as well. But for everyone who is listening, have a happy Mother's Day and enjoy your family. Again, family can be both in blood or friends, so yeah, it's who you make. It's family is our network. So for everyone, have a great weekend. And Patrina, I will talk to you soon. I will see you tomorrow.
Right.
All right, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.